What's up, guys? It's Leon, and today I'm going to be walking you through one of my games with Zebasi. And this is a really interesting game because it kind of ends up, well, interesting. You'll see. So this is a Zebasi versus Omaji matchup here, and we start off with some turn 0 shenanigans, just moving that warrior out towards the center, and I'm just exploring. Turn 3, still haven't found a village, and right then I found one, and I get an early swordsman, and this is kind of good. We don't know if we're on the same landmass or not. That's kind of important, to determine in the first few turns, but as you will grow and learn to see that we don't have that problem. And I'm able to quickly level up despite having the lighthouse spawn, but just not having any access to the lighthouse is a little frustrating, but it's manageable. So we keep moving on. We collect these villages here near our capital. And then the thing is with farms, you get a lot of easy level ups, although they are a little less inefficient than, let's say, like Imperius. But you do get those cities rolling and going. But we still are second place to our competitors, which, if you cannot tell by this tile right here, with the farmland on it, is Omaji, which is a slightly just lighter color of Zebasi. They're kind of they almost look the same in some aspects, but they're different for sure as far as gameplay goes. So Zebasi just growing, expanding, doing Zebasi things, which is me, And we get fishing here because we see, okay, we're not connected to the land. I also got archery, which is a curious pick, I'll say the least. Because, archery, it's kind of like, so, I don't know. There's two major strategies you can go with, like, as far as early game goes, mid game. You can go rider roads, or you can go archery strategy, or you can just start building up a navy. And I was unsure of building a navy. That does cost a lot of tech, and archery is a lot cheaper. You can justify that a little better. Plus, you get the forestry. You get that forest bonus. It's a good defensively, and it seems that we have some pretty good villages. So we are going to get on the water eventually, but we can just make sure we have like a solid claim to our own land. So we're just going to keep going here. Okay, turn 9, we're stumbling upon our next village. We get a good level up. And then we're going to see if we can start producing some giants pretty soon. And what I do get 2 techs here. I get construction and forestry, and that's a pretty big investment right there, right before I conquer that village. And that's just because I'm basically just patrolling out here, and then I see, okay, I'm separated by a river here. And if I have no aggressive attacks, if there's no aggressive attacks onto my land, I'll be fine. That's why I have that warrior out here. This is why. And I'm expanding this way as well. But pretty slowly, pretty steadily. And I'm just trying to build my cities high. It's something you can end up doing with Zebasi a lot of the time. You can just build your cities high. This capital has a lot of farms going here. With construction and farming, I can really start getting those stacked up real high, real efficiently, real nice. And so we're kind of just like, we're kind of build up our cities right now. That's what we're doing. Try to get those stars per turn up. And we do stumble on this landmass, but not so lucky for us. We do end up spotting Omaji. And since this hill is right here and it's right next to their territory, they are more than likely going to attack us, going to smack us, and that's not so great. This raft is definitely in trouble. And we're going to see on this next turn, and we get a giant this turn. Turn 11 giant, that's pretty decent. And this city is also very close to getting a giant as well. So we might have 2 giants on turn 12 even. So we keep moving. We get smacked, and those what's it called? These units aren't positioned the greatest, but you got to make the best out of a bad situation. So we're moving here. We believe this entire thing to be a river tile, and this tile is unrevealed, and it's important to get entire vision, and you're going to see in a bit. But this is actually a mountain. We can get climbing here in a second, just to be able to move the swordsman here, just to be able to get like a land connection. That's like slightly faster, and you have defense. And now I can start building up some archers. Because if this is a 1-tile deficit right here, this unit's going to get attacked. I can finish off this unit. I can put some pressure on the horse, of course, and start pushing forward. And especially with these giants, now we have a 3rd giant, and we're kind of pushing hard. Level turn 13, we got a decent economy. Now we're finally ahead of our opponent economically, and that's good to see. And you love to see it. So Actually, here we're behind because they start building giants of their own. And it's kind of like a back and forth. We're very close as far as points go and stars per turn. They're also mining. We're going to see in a sec when we finish and look at the total encompassing thing. He pushes his giant forward. That's a mistake. But he doesn't have any vision of our territory at all. And we have at least vision of this. They can't see anything that's going on in their territory. And that's what ends up kind of sealing the deal for them. And you'll see in a sec. So we're just like farming. We're just trying to get this up, getting windmills up, using lumber huts, anything to get like as many giants as we can quickly. 4 giants on the field, turn 15. We're really moving. We got a lot of archers dealing with his giant pretty easily. And now he's starting to put rafts. Now that's just 5 stars gone, sadly. And we're just gonna keep pushing giants. And what I did here, instead of getting population here to try to rush another giant in this city, what I tried doing was like doing a border growth here just to stop any like bridges, any roads, because with Omaji you're going to go rider roads almost 100% of the time, and what that ends up doing is just what this does. This border growth, it's like a defensive thing. Now he can't road over, can't attack my archers. They're pretty safe over here unless he starts sailing, but that's a big investment, a lot of text into that. And although he has fishing, it cost him a few stars, and archers can defend themselves pretty well as far as that goes. And then I could start investing in Navy. But he does resign here, if you couldn't tell. And that's because, he puts a giant in the water. Big mistake. He almost loses that giant immediately. Lost his swordsman, lost his giant. His other giant is doing pretty badly. But let's just unveil for a second the rest of the map. So his cities, my cities, are actually pretty parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 5th city. I have 4 cities. He has 5 cities. And we have this city up here undiscovered, and I hadn't reached it yet just because my ports are so limited right now. And that's not so great. And this match definitely could have gone on and could have been, better for both of us. But, there's a lack of units here. I have a lot of units. Comparative to him, yes. And this city was soon to fall for sure. He could have produced a lot of riders out here trying to like road him all the way up here. And I try to like strike back with probably sailing units and navy, but he ended up resigning here. And I'm just gonna say, guys, never resign unless you really have to resign. It's important to not give up like this. It's still a tight game, especially he didn't even know he had the city advantage, which is probably why he was so distraught here. And I'm having some lucky games recently, and luck only goes so far. So I'm not just gonna record the wins. The losses are gonna come in here too. I just haven't lost yet. That's great, but it's gonna come around. So again, thanks guys for watching. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Please do something. Do something. Don't be lazy. Don't sit on your butt and do nothing. You're not being a contributing member of society, guys. Come on. You're not being a top G. So if you would, please like, subscribe, comment, say anything. Call me stupid. Engagement's engagement. Yeah, honestly, if you made it this far, please call me stupid. I want you to go down to the comment section right now and call me stupid. I don't care who you are. You could be my grandma for all I care. Call me stupid. Please do. Call me anything. Call me anything. I dare you. Actually, get creative. But anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, and well, see you later. Ciao.